You are watching The Horizon, the voice of the Amber Woman, exclusively on ABC Amber TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Horizon 2023. I want to make sure my camera is well positioned. This is Ma Winnie, the Speaker of the Interim House of Representatives here. I just, as a mother, want to just take time at the beginning of this year to just speak as a mother to our people, our children, our mothers, our sisters, and just bring word of encouragement at the beginning of the year. My other sister might join me later, Lady Casey, but however, even if she doesn't, because of other things that are going on, you people know we as women, we multitask and have so many things that go on at the same time. But this time, I want to just give it to the people of Ambazonia and to our mothers, to our sisters, to our grandmothers, and every mother that cares about Ambazonia. This is the time to just stay tuned. Thank you for tuning in. So Ambazonia, the Horizon, it's not going to be like your normal Horizon as you know it, because I'm here by myself. So I might want to take some time to delve and talk about other things. And sometimes I may try and just hopefully switch the talk and talk in pidgin so that I'll make it accessible to everybody. 2022 was a year that challenged all of us in Ambazonia, both the people on the ground, the people in diaspora, those in refugee camps, those internally displaced, and those who are being held sometimes for years and months without trial, no due process, because of their conscience and what they stand for, and because of the truth of who Ambazonia or Southern Cameroon really is, that many people want to deny who we are, our identity. I thank Pastor Commando, who just finished our history, and I'm sure he's given us a good lecture and good teaching many times about really who we are as a people. Your identity should never be something that you don't know who you are. We are the descendants of the parents who God had positioned in southern Cameroons in hundreds and hundreds of years, even before we had the Europeans come in and were exposed as they did what was called the scramble for Africa. And our parents had children, and of course, there was the slave trade and all those things that disrupted the continent of Africa and the indigenous brown people who were carried out and sent abroad, not under circumstances that they chose or for themselves. But today, while some people were being sold hundreds of years ago as slaves to other nations so they could be used to work on plantations in the Caribbean, in South America, and in the plantations in North America, and other parts of the world, we today are just being killed. Our people are being slaughtered because of the wealth that is in the land, the inheritance that God gave us. And because of that, we've been manipulated. Our forebears were also manipulated into some so-called, I call it Njumba marriage that never really existed, and so-called referendum in 1972 that was not right. That referendum, which is stated was we and yes, it should have been a referendum that was supposed to have been given to the people of the former British Southern Cameroon only, and not to the La République people, because we were the ones expected to join them. As you can hear, Brexit happened a few years back, and that was Britain telling the EU that we need to come out of this European Union. The whole European Union did not sit to vote whether the British should come out. So when the British people, they tried that several times, when it finally passed, they had the freedom to leave the EU, and they had the terms of separation. So too, we as a people, we have the freedom. We have never voted that we would join Southern La République de Cameroon rightfully. Anything that happened was illegal and cannot stand up in a court of law. Therefore, today, as we have come to know who we are, our identity, which was hidden from us, we've decided that no, this was all Njumba married, like Pa Njo Litombe always say. Can we stay? But we say we want go. So when I leave, we will go. Um, and with that being said, we have to come to the table now and say, hey, we need to work out our terms of separation. And it can happen. Even if we have today a recognition by one nation that says, yes, we recognize who you are and we know you are an independent people, something will still have to happen where we will have to sit with La Republic, because we've had some intertwining and dealings that will require us to untwine and make sure that some debts and some other things will be taken care of. Civil servants that work, how will their pensions be paid, and who will take care of that? So that is some things that are difficult to handle, but yet they are there to be done. So today, my talk for we will be mammy them. We'll born picking them. We'll feel the pain. We get a big role for play. I be just listen small how we Pastor Commando be talk say, may we women that join this history of Ambazonia. We'd already joined. But when two teams that they play, or when they play ball for stadium, they put rules them how way, and you get referee. And when that referee he blow whistle, some whistle they were they known as a continue kick, and some whistle they were being as say stop, and some whistle be when na one way the show say you the give penalty kick. So men we can't join this, but more join them with the right attitude. And then it talks say we women that will not know for follow rules. Because if we not be know for follow rules, then we for the struggle and will not for fit survive. We'll go the same school like we brothers them. We'll go the same place. We're there for the same university, the same secondary schools, the same high schools. And it's just that we get different roles to play when it comes to the family. When it comes to nation building, we all get for put with hands together for build with nation. And we're going to build our nation and build it well. And as mothers, when you get plenty picking them, now you get for she don't want, you know, every bikini fashion, you know how they behave, you know which one fit talk weighty, how they would do. And so when they come for, so picking come for you, mommy, hey, trouble, this one don't cost me. You know how that one they talk, whether that trouble not true or na lie. And then that way you'll be able for really judge and see. So one go there where you enjoy ignorant. So one go there where you go take time say, hey, the pikin talk for the pikin for talk means say trouble day might pay attention. So I want to speak today for we as Amazonian people, as mothers. I really, really appeal, say many of we Amazonian mamidem will go join. We go join not only for make sure so we nation it be delivered from the oppression where we did, but that we nation will be birthed into a new important nation. And not only will that nation will be important, but the nation will get good foundation where we will continue for run with government. So ma talk now like speaker for house, even though not be speaker, I program this. Last year we be get plenty trouble for inside with government. And at that time when the trouble I be the secretary general for the legislative branch of government at that time. Of course, I become up on ABC and I be talked so many times about what will happen. We will get a conference, ASSC2, and that conference will be come out and then we'll be saying, no, we don't want a council where only day for restore. We want to restore the legislative branch of office where Bob Edjua, the prime minister for Cameroon, Southern Cameroons at that time, BB, before they be shut and down illegally. We are restoring that. So we'll be restoring, and it will be called the Interim House of Representatives. And after we be do that, we be get a vote within the membership of every representative from their county or LGA, and they be put me for their speaker. For that 1 year, when I want answer and say, what will I do? Some people they say nothing ain't happen. What will I be do? I just want to tell when I say it be been a transition phase. Many people when they become on board, they still get for learn, and we still learn. And many of we they still learn how for work in the legislative arm of government. So that year will be see something. 2022. God will give we wisdom as a people. We be navigate that turbulence or that trouble will be there, and we come out stronger, wiser, and now we know what to for do, and we know say one person not fit just should don't get power he want. Not even the president, not even myself, not even the chair of the judiciary or the ethics. None of them, not as an individual, not become should on one time. They just make one decision, wipe everything, and then continue to do things as they think, as they please. We get a constitution. That constitution they help for guide we. We get resolutions where we come out of conferences. They'll help for guide we. We get amendments them to that constitution. The amendments that they help for also guide we. And so we be come out of that conference in a very strong way. We don't besides we don't get other trouble them. That trouble they did. So when you dey drive motor, you dey go for road. Even a motor road where they put quota, sometimes the be where you reach to some place, maybe some small potholes set day on top quota. So enough it be smooth all the time. So we don't get some challenges along the way, but God they give we grace and wisdom, and we dey move forward. One thing where I want talk now say, after that conference, when the interim house of representative be created, what did the launch don't they do all this time? One of the major thing where they be doing I say, besides beginning to train and get people to understand, one thing what we do I say, the framework of how the house they work, how the kind of rules the way they put them, where house they operate, will be work on that. And as we be work on that, we be get through, and will be form committees and where they will work on different things. And what did the committees they do? Legislative branch for government, might put on this way. Now a branch for government way. Now the people that they send representatives for them. And when they send representatives, it means that these are the people, their voice. Now the house where you go hear with the people. Any man where there for that house, it will represent the people the way they send it. So if something come out, they need to go back for their what would you call them for big grammar, say constituency. The people where they send them for go for that house. For hear how where they talk, they think about something and how they want me it waka. And then when they go make decision and they go talk with the what would you call and say executive branch when for the way president did. And the president go now here, but we need to do that without passing vote. We did pass vote, and then we take and go for president. When we don't vote, it become law as the president sign up. So this house get committees them. This interim house get committees them. That committees them. They do work for deal with different branches of the government, different aspect of the government, so that they fit go in and look at where what did the people that they really do? That they operate well, that they serve the people of Amazonia well, and if they see whether a good thing or a bad thing, they bring them back for the whole house. The house go then look at them and say, hey, we need for change something, we need for correct something. Okay, if not that's the case, more vote, send that news for presidency. Hey, we need more to fix this thing. We need to make the change this. Now think that way the people they want. Because we get a government for the people, by the people, and of the people. So we form that committee then. And then the other thing will be get some president be send new members then for a cabinet. This house we get law allow we say we'll get for look and say the cabinet members the way they put them so now correct people where they get hard for the government, they get hard for the people for Amazonia. And if so, the qualified say they go do the work and do and fine. Yes, we'll be get that and we'll be do that. And we'll be doing for some of the president he nominees them. Some they still they will still work on, but now ongoing process. Will be also deliberate on some bills for restructure some departments and create new departments. That one still be in the works where it never fully be completed, but the house get recommendations the way they will send them back to the executive branch for them for come and then we'll talk about it and then we'll see how well we will fix them. So that may stand strong and may stand fine. We'll go now for fix and we'll other go now for make sure say government they do fine. As well the government talk say promise say they go do so, they go do so. We other go now for see and say they did do it the way they promise the people say they go do it. We get some other things and for some big grammar then what we call a mission statement and other things then will be also work on those things. And then some of the committees are already working and they'd already start get interaction with some of the departments then where they're under executive branch. So now some of the big few things in that way the interim House of Representatives they be do last year. So this year, what we think so we will do? We will continue for do what we will be the do, but we will add more things. As when I see me today, I didn't for Horizon when a women's program. Now just because I be woman, it not means that only women they talk for the program. But as a speaker of the house, and I say, okay, I will take this time today for tell and I say, come this 2023, the interim House of Representatives, they will get a program on ABC, either once a month or twice a month. And when that time comes, we will send flyer, we will send announcement, people them, and tentatively, we not say it will be now for Sunday evening. But we will still work all that one with the management for ABC. So that it comes. So when I wait, I want to see. Then when I go begin hear news faster and sooner about what we do before when I wait for can hear now for end of year or wait to go talk for inside meeting for inside with counties and LGEs. So that is something where they come along the down the pipeline. So with that said, now small news that about the interim house. So when that program start, una go get the full announcement, and una go know the people them for the house where they go to help with for coordinate that program, and for the different guests of the interim house where they go to pass and they go to talk and tell you different things from different perspective. So, how about 2023? The year don't start. Now, how many days already passed? 20 days. Now, plenty time. I know say some of una say, yeah, now plenty time we would struggle. Now, plenty time we would since 2016, things tough for some people. I want to talk something. Where some parable be there where they be when I be dey grow up, they read some story, Arabian Night. Say there will be this story where they talk about 99 days for the thief and 1 day for the owner. And a common saying. And we get this parable of for Arabian Night where we talk about Ali Baba and the 40 thieves. Ali Baba be been a man way, he be get 40 thieves the way they walk with you. So they be get some their cage where they go put when they thief people their thing, they go hide them for day. And they hide them so for long time. And they get some passcode. And in that passcode, when they go talk them, then that cave open. Then they go put things in or they go take them. But not only 1 day would they be needed for somebody where it be no way to be right, for go get that code. And when he be get that code, he be able now for break into where Ali Baba be dey do and all the people their things them, and he be able for go inside there, move those things and take them. We don't be for this condition for too long. If you only need one person 1 day, forget that code and for enter, for remove all that things away, Ali Baba the thief, it be collect them for people them and go keep them for them. And so now so the case too for we for Amazonia Day. We don't be for this condition for since 1961. But 1 day become where will be no say no, not be place we was supposed for day. So we don't begin the work and the strong say until we go get the right that password or that special talk where you did talk, where you go open that cave where it don't lock. When I only Ali Baba thinks say in know am. When we don't open them, we go move all that we cargo them where they be don't tip and put them for inside the La Republic put them. All that people the way they be doing. The man will be the work for back forget that special passcode. He not be the worker announcer for everybody say it is so. Oh, and the work for go take that code for Ali Baba and then I'll go move all the people them. He be the do them quietly and with sense. So interim government it work quietly and with sense. Something then they will go see them just like you see the man where it be do that where be get for take that code. He today amongst people them, but it is still do the work where it be get for do until we get that special code. So wait till me I don't want talk. Something then they way we go put them for outside, we go talk, everybody go hear. Something they go their way, it go be in a one way, we go hold that information for back until we get that code. Once that code be it open, we open that cave where they don't go hide all we things them. Not only we own things them, but the things them for other people. Believe it or not, once things are go change for we, as we the go, I can guarantee you La Republic to go restructure a country for fix them. Because the people then for they to go start asking, hey, we want me to fix the country. Fine. Not be only a few people where they call themselves ministers. They go sit down every day. They give them money for COVID to they take and put them for their banks them. Give them for put them for their friend and me they put them for names and will not be their names so that me they not track them. They just say people no know. We know say some of them are friend and they amongst we. where they even let we know say una don't send money for here, send them for there, and people they open account them for different name. Hope say Sunday una go run or una go take them and then una go use them for a mass well. Una be here so one way some man keep money say rotting for your house. The money they fall. Now they even say that they can't change the La Republic money when they change them. Who said they will carry all that their money for go back or go change them for bank? They know fit. So the way to way be very important for we. Now, really for know who we will be, your identity, and your identity be tied with your family and the family of Amazonia, and your family get an inheritance, and that inheritance now the land of Amazonia. And if any man can trespass, any man can push you out, not trespasser. So we work today as interim government now for make sure say we push out all the people that they call them squatters. Where they don't squat for land, they think say they own them because they squat for they bring their picking them. The worker, you want here say someone want sell land, I will just stop the one as they play. You go for Bamenda, you want buy land. You go DO tonton you for give you land certificate tonton you. Then they make announcement or they go for inside their group when are their country group when are people for La Republic and not even one cause or one because of things that they discriminate. And then when they go there, they tell the people say, hey, that land there so go. You find people they go they run go buy the land from the indigenous people. That DO sign that paper, quickly give them. They don't do and so for Victoria. They don't do and so for Bamenda. Tawa be they grow up. Bamenda be get some thick forest and for several places where they be been a green space for inside Bamenda. For station they be get them for the for place near GBHS for Tamalungde and where part of it now don't become the Kolanaweti I think council. It will get green space. This they will be designed so that we not can live in a big city as a city to grow. We will not get green space. And what to be the importance that green space now the clean air as way with the breathe carbon dioxide out that plant that they take them they be the grow and give we fresh clean oxygen so that we feel breathe. But they become what do they do? They cut down the tree them, they partition the land out, they give them for their country people them, sign land certificate, give them for them. All that one they now laws and we will not see and say they're correct. And we'll go fix those when we start build with nation. We'll go fix them. So as a mother, I want to advise we other mothers them. Say, may we think about we picking them. Some of them, maybe na your neighbor a picking. Maybe they be catchy papa. They don't carry and go for Yaoundé, Kondenge, or for Bafusam, or they don't even know. If you get any little thing, share your half cocoa with them. Share your half plantain with them. If they're sick, trust God. On Country Sunday, now the one big thing this was talk. Country Sunday for we will get them. Now Country Sunday say more will pray, more will sit down for house rest, more also remember those where they don't die, and more will remember the reason why would they for the place where would they until we will get to Boya. And when we get to Boya, we will get a free celebration and some of these things will be lifted up. More also pray for the ARFs where they do a good job to protect the civilians and to keep them safe from that indiscriminate killing where they happen by people where they not get nothing to do and they are sometimes some of them they just be sent there, they don't even know why they be there. And they pick up arms just for destroy we because somebody don't pay them, say you be military person, we don't train you for 6 months, so go shoot the people them. Life is very important and life is very short. 80 years, 90 years for us as individuals, the one we live, not be very long time. However, na very long time too. Because if it not be very long time, the president for La Republique, we don't be there since 1960, 61. I think 1960 when he be and joined the La Republique government, and it just go through the ranks of different part of government, ended up for be prime minister and then president. It's too long. Plenty picking and they way the day in their 30s and in their 40s, they don't know any other president except that one. They don't know democracy except the fake one way CPDM they call and say democracy for election. So they don't know any other thing. We get big work. What we get for teach with people them how democracy will work. I want to appeal for we funds who where we respect them because of the tradition where we know say they uphold them. Why we respect una? Not because una did it because the people they put the una day. But the best thing what you will fit do for we, if you know what respect the people them back. The people respect you, you get for respect the people back. If you know what respect the people, we beg you say, not even call a republic maker enter, desecrate the palace when are the palaces for the people. We just beg una. Say more una keep una distance. Una better off not talk politics, stay neutral, and let more people they fight. In the olden days, wait till before happen. Now una before even go forward for help, for fight. But if una not fit fight, then una get another reason where we keep una forbidden and we keep una for be custodian of the tradition of the people, custodian of the culture. But if our culture will be corrupted in a different way and when I want to be part of that, like they say, the gods of the land will not, the God of heaven will not permit it. The very thing when I do am for demoralize the people, kill the people, call your own very subjects, not call them subjects at this moment, or your own people, and put them in harm's way, it's not the best. And it will haunt you. It will haunt you down the line. Just like I talked the story for Ali Baba. Ali Baba be give and 40 thieves, they be get 100 days, but they be only need 99 days. You be only need now 1 day for the person who be get for crack the code and then take out and remove everything. I know one more get tired. I want say may we look at 2023 as the year of Boya, the year of being in Boya. Enough it be the year we give up. If you did run for race, they be call so one say relay battle. If you run, you dey run, you go pass that stick for another person. The other person run, go get am for another person. We then na for that relay. We papa the way they be come up for 1961. They be talk say, okay, now we pikin they go can fight this. And we that picking them, we don't say, okay, we don't take them. And this time we say we be the never again generation. It means say we're not gonna leave this stick fall for ground. We papa they believe and fall for ground. We don't come pick up. We go pass the stick for the hand for the next person until we finally settle and be established in Boya. We not want say we go tire. When we tired, so other person did. So at the appeal, everybody come, join your hands. Join your hands with the interim government. May we move this relay so that we reach for the winning point. We not fit leave the case halfway. If we leave them halfway, the struggle and the problems and for with people go worse past wait it don't be for pass for back. The trouble will go there in front. If it be like a little bit nice for if they fool people them like they can't give people, ma put on this way. If you get your farm for corn and granite, and you don't work and work and time for harvest reach, you go harvest all that corn can time for banda, say may dry. You harvest that granite time too for banda. Some man can stand for door with one cup granite or one small pan for granite for corn. He say, hey, can't take the corn, can't take the granite. One cup. He say, can't take, can't take, can't take. You wrong go take her. He say, oh, okay, come over outside, come over outside. Make me I enter your house. Take the one, go outside the chop. What you don't do now, say, you fit take that small one cup granite, take that small pan for corn. You go grind your fufu or you fry the granite, you chop them. It go finish. But you're picking them way that corn and that granite and that beans where they for banda be supposed to be their chop. They go starve to death. Tomorrow they go start begin working from place to place, the beg for get chop. So remember, not sell your house for one cup granite or small titipe for corn or beans. Because some man talk say, I go give you now. Wait, that your corn way there for banda or way there for farm, it go strong, it go dry. Tomorrow you go get plenty for chop. You and your picking them, you go even share for others. So what you they talk? Now this is what they call and say blood money. People that go waka take blood money for people. Say they go sell the struggle for the people of Amazonia. It not gonna happen. You fit take and chop them, but tomorrow your conscience and the impact will be for your picking them and their families and your family down the line. Amazonia will be free. But when Amazonia be free, how you want me to remember you? When your great grand picking they begin read history book down the line, how you want me to remember you? You want me to remember you so you be that person where be run, one way be the chakara people them, wrong go for La Republic take money. That one way be stand the lie about people and say, do one don't do so, do one don't do so. So that made the chakara government because you don't touch money where La Republic give. Is that how you want to be remembered? I say, will not think about that. Before we go for this a short break where they come up, I just want to say, think about that too. I just talked now. And we will be right back.
Hey, Master, where you don't find a woman, you don't find a good thing, and you don't get favor from God. Ay, 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 ay. No one from God, oh, that could be. No one from God, oh, that could be.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Producer. Our able Pastor Commando way to produce this program today. Thank you for that break. We don't find favor, and we favor what we find and for God. Say, now we find woman, good woman, we don't find favor for God. We don't find good favor for God because we don't know who we'll be. And we don't talk saying that Papa God. Where he open our eyes, he give we understanding for know who we will be. Now he go before we, and he go lead we till we get to Boya. So, no give up. Don't be discouraged. That's what I'm here to say. Do not be discouraged. Things are not be the way plenty people they think say they be. Some people they think say, we don't tire, we tire, we don't tire. That one I think. There is nothing that is that one I think. If Amazonia fall, now all we fall. Even the one the way they think say they be federalists or they be unionists. Like I be talked before. If they take one cup granite, small titipe corn or small beans, they go chop, I go finish. Ma ask you, all the way they don't take her, even the one the way they be minister. What's how many of their picking and they not be their picking them too, they did diaspora, they walk like everybody. If they be get sense, if that be being a two-way be for be last forever, why they are picking them to the common? Why they picking they not inherit? Like how they try for make inheritance, make a monarchy for La Republic, their government. Why they are picking them to get for struggle, for camp, for school, for abroad, for diaspora. If they be taken, they build good schools. For they back home. So wait what the one appeal. At the appeal and say, don't be discouraged. Don't give up. Victory is on the way and it is soon. It is sooner than you expect. God is helping us and we shall overcome. So with this, I hope say all will mammy them when they do, whether not for home front, whether not for refugee camp, whether not internally displaced. I beg una, help each other out. We get for come out of this problem all we. It may take one person we go get that special code, unlock that door, and the interim government it will represent that one person where they go after Ali Baba and the 40 thieves. But in the interim, in the time being, for the time being, more help each other out as women, as mothers. Thank you now. I just want to say, I just be careful talk as a mother today for every Ambazonia and every mother where it dey scatter all over the world. I know so we'll get plenty still for talk. The year is just starting. More will be coming. More women will talk. More men will talk. But one thing I want to remember, your freedom is more important. Your liberty. Ma put this one. Ma make people understand the difference. You can be free and be in prison. Wait till that one mean and say, if you free, now because say you know who way you be and your identity. Some man fit catch you, put them for prison. It not take away who you be and your identity. They may take away your liberty. Means that your the freedom to move about, do things as you would like. They just take your liberty away, but they not take your freedom. So never let your freedom be taken away from you. And the freedom that you need is only God who can give you that freedom. And when He gives you that freedom, it starts with your heart, it goes to your mind, and it comes even all the way to the political arena and also in society. So Amazonia must be totally free, free of any encumbrances imposed on us by the colonial La Republique, and as well as because they act as proxy for France and other people, the way they don't decide for sell with property for them, where they are not the rightful owner. You know, something there for law. If someone can thief your goat, go sell them. So other man buy that goat. When they see that goat, that man will buy the goat. Enough he talk say, I buy am, I pay money because na stolen property. Means say, enough he take that goat. It no matter. He will surely lost money now. So more put on this way. La Republique go lost because they don't sell a lot of things where it not be their own. And we don't choose say we don't stand and know say Amazonia now we get her. And we go stand for that land. And we go remain free and remain true for our own inheritance. Not sell your inheritance. Remember your identity, who you be. Remember saying that God give you that identity and that God put you for that place. So I want to thank everyone. We be joined today for just hear me talk from my heart to every Amazonian and every mommy and every papa.
Hear me. I say I did throw away salute. Yes, una be fine woman then. Men no man no fool una. Hey, una carry una head them up. I get one small talk. Una listen to me. All we will be fine women them. But una know what it. All this we fine body. If we not get God inside we will be nothing, because this body then go pass away. So when I invite God for inside when I had, make we take God for inside we had. Hey, when I hear, and then when they will really know, so will be good thing then. When I know it, when I master they get favor, because when I they inside their life, when I be good thing then, and when I don't get favor, where it come up from Daddy God. Yes, I want to one small story for who master them. With the bed for now, but when I like we, when I like we, that will be good thing then. Shiba. Ah la 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 la.